Hi everyone. I'm back quickly, and I know it. Listen, okay. I haven't made videos in like 6 7 days, 6 days or whatever. And I come on here looking smiley and everything, but let me tell you, my flesh is like my spirit is what you see, you know. that, that is my dad's spirit. Because my flesh is like, Dad, for real? I kid you not. Y'all can say, oh, she faking, whatever. No, I'm not. I'm not faking. The flesh can't fake. Like, my flesh can't fake anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, no, but like, I can't. I just don't have a poker face. Now, what my dad does with my flesh, I can't help. You know what I'm saying? I can't help. Sometimes I feel cool like that. Sometimes I feel scared. Sometimes I feel like like I can take over the world, and sometimes I feel like I could punch somebody in the face. You know what I'm saying? But whatever my dad does in this body, through this body, is what it is. And I'm telling you guys, I'm telling my angels, I'm tired. And I don't know if anybody heard me. I was on the train with my daughter, and I was like, Bella, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm so stuck. Like, I just want to get out of here. Like, I just want to get out of here. I'm like, and the, the prayers are like, I just want to fly away. I just want to fly away. No matter where I go, my dad is with me. Like, he's doing it. He's doing it with me. I'm like, no, Dad, just don't. I'm just so tired of people like the human race. I'm just so tired. And he's like, yeah, I know, but we got to keep going. I'm like, when? Like, when? And I can't be rebellious to my dad. I just can't do it. I can't do it. And I do want to be doing it too. My flesh just be like, no. No. I'm tired of these people. Like, I'm tired of human people. I'm tired of these type of people. I'm so sick and tired of them. Especially the rebellious ones. The ones who just want to be like, they're just so stupid. The ones with the cell phones and they looking at like, just like there's a black guy with long dreads. He's sitting there with a cell phone, like making it obvious. He's looking. I'm gonna make it obvious that you ain't gonna have no money. You ain't gonna have nothing left. So keep listening to the devil on your cell phone, because all stalkers, all gang people who with malicious intent, not with good intent, like an angel that's watching over. See, I don't believe my angels walk around with cell phones. I just don't. I don't think that they walk around and like that. They just know that, I don't know, by earpiece or whatever. They just say, look, yep, she's there, or whatever. Because they know that God is watching over me, whether they watch over me or not. Like, they know. You know what I'm saying? They're surrounded and they're silent. My angels are silent around me, and they don't blow their horns at me. They don't do things to irritate my spirit, and that's what God, because they're obedient. They're like, I'm not grieving the Holy Spirit because she is the Holy One. They know. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't know fully, they have some understanding that I'm love, and there's no reason to try to come against me, because that would be stupid. Obviously, they learn from what other people suffer. They're like, no, I wouldn't do that. See, that was stupid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They know that I'm uh like precious in God's sight, and they hold me precious in their sight. They're like, listen, we want her to be there, because if she's there on her throne, we live a much better life. We don't have to deal with these demons walking around. You know what I'm saying? They know, and they bless my life, and in turn I'll bless their lives and their children's lives. So anyway, so this is First Timothy. Uh, I'm going to go to First Timothy, chapter 3, right? And this is about leaders of the new world. This is how the leaders of the new world should treat, should be in their place. Okay, if that has put them the desire to be an ambassador for love throughout my country. Okay, this is it says leaders in the church, but there isn't going to be any church. It's like the leaders of my people. Okay, the ambassadors of my people in this land. This is a true saying. If a man is eager to be a leader of a land, or of a state, he desires an excellent work. A leader of the land must be without fault. He or she must have only one wife or husband, be sober, self-controlled, and orderly. He must welcome strangers in his home. He must be able to teach. He must not be a drunkard or a violent man, but gentle and peaceful. He must not love money. Okay. He must be able to manage his own family well and make his children obey him with all respect. For if a man does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of like a bunch of people, the people of God, my people? Um, he must be mature in his faith, like knowing, like mature in his faith in love and me and in God. Fear God, first of all, so that he will not swell up with pride and be condemned. Like, oh, I'm greater than her and her husband, like the king and queen of the United States. No, that can't be. Okay? He must be mature in faith so that he will not swell up with pride and be condemned. Because that's what happened with Richie, as the devil was. He should be a man who is respected by the people outside of his home, so that he will not be disgraced and fall into the devil's trap. His helpers, those who are underneath the man, underneath the governor of the state of the state, must also have good character and be sincere. They must not drink too much wine or be greedy for money. They should hold to the revealed truth of faith. They should hold to my name. They should hold to my moral values, my statutes, okay? With a clear conscience. You can't hold on to me and live in my name, like walk in my name with a guilty conscience. You just be like, it won't be well. They should be tested first. And dad will test them first. They should be tested first, and then if they pass the test, they are to serve. Their wives also must be of good character and must not gossip. They must be sober and honest in everything. A leader, the helper of a leader, must have only one wife and be able to manage his children and family well. Like a woman, even if it's a woman, she must have one husband, and men should have one wife and must be able to manage his or her children well. Those helpers who do their work will win for themselves a good standing and are able to speak boldly about their faith in love. Okay? The great secret. Now, this is about me. The great secret. I'm hidden in plain sight, but I'm here. Okay? 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. As I write this letter to you, I hope to come and see you soon. Now I take this as my dad speaking to me. But if I delay this letter, will let you know how you should conduct yourselves in my house, in God's household, in the world. Okay? Which is the church of the living God, meaning in this body. Okay? But this goes to my angels also. Okay? In this world. The pillar and support of the truth, meaning me. When it says truth, that's talking about me. I am the truth. And what the words I speak is the truth. I am truth. I am here. It's true. What I speak is true. Okay? No one can deny how great is the secret of your faith. I appeared in human form, was shown to be right by the Spirit of my Father, and was seen by angels, meaning man. She was preached among the nations, meaning she was told. My story was told amongst people. Like, that's her. This God did this through her. Yes, she said this, and this happened. Okay. Was believed in. People believed in me throughout the world, and was taken up to heaven. Was taken up into the mountain. Okay, so I'm going to be down here with you guys for a little while, but then afterwards I'm going up into the heavens with my Father in Pennsylvania. I'm going to be taken up there, and I will no longer be down here surrounded with earthlings. So my spirit says clearly that some people will abandon their faith in the latter times. They will obey lying spirits and follow the teachings of demons. Such teachings are spread by deceitful liars whose consciences are dead, as if burnt with a hot iron. Such people teach that it is wrong to marry and to eat certain foods. But my Father has created those foods to be eaten after prayer, after giving thanks to God, right? By your hands we all are fed. By your hands. I'm God's hands. I'm his eyes. I'm his body, right? I'm my face, right? His spirit is in me as a male, but my spirit is separate too. My spirit is a God spirit that's from his spirit, but is a female spirit that nurtures, calms you down, makes you know what pleases my Father to keep him off your tail. You understand? I'm the creator of all beautiful things: flowers, butterflies, beautiful earrings, nice lipstick, eyelash, mascara, things that enhance the looks of a woman. Okay? Not cover up. The enemy made that. No. Such people, that's like a mask. No. Such people teach what is wrong. No, such people teach that it's wrong to marry and to eat certain foods. But God created those foods to be eaten after prayer and prayer of thanks by those who are believers and have come to know her, the truth. Everything that God has created is good. Nothing is to be rejected, but everything is to be received with prayer, with a prayer of thanks, because the word of God and the prayer make it acceptable to God. Because when you pray, make it acceptable to God. Like, okay, how you guys should treat each other. Okay? Treat younger men as your brothers, the older women as your mother, and younger women as your sister with all purity. Show respect for the widows who really are all alone. But if a widow has children or grandchildren, they should learn first to carry out their devout duties towards their own family, and in this way repay their parents and grandparents, because that is what pleases God. A widow who is all alone with no one to take care of her has placed her hope in God and continues to pray and ask for her help, for her help night and day. But a widow who gives herself to pleasures has already died, even though she lives. There's a lot of widows that having fun making TikToks, dancing, dressing like I don't know what, but they're dead. These women are dead. These two cool women who think they got it, like I'm 65 and I'm looking this and this fine. That era is over now. It don't matter. Like my flesh is like, oh, Yana, you're going to be here forever. But it doesn't matter what my flesh is saying. My spirit is saying, you guys' time of having fun is up. Cursing at little kids and treating them as if you own them. That old lady fell out of the car. And the little girl was like, Grandma, you okay? She deserves that. Grandma deserved that. Because black women speak to these babies so evil. Their spirits are so evil. And it's just that's because their daughters. Anyway, let me see what I got here. Hold on. Okay, and I want to come back on here and talk about now this is another two men that say Paul said that he's talking about, but it was me that was saying these words. And it says, Timothy, my child, I entrust to you this command, which is in ordinance with the words of prophecy spoken in the past about use those words as weapons in order to fight well and keep your faith and a clear conscience. Some people have not listened to their conscience and have made a ruin of their faith. Among them is Hymenaeus and Alexander, who I have punished by handing them over to the power of Satan. This will teach them to stop their blasphemy. A lot of men in power in America will be handed over to Satan's hands because they blaspheme against me. They were so jealous and envious that they could not teach my words, my book, the way that I teach. And the black women in the church that kept going to these black men's churches are like, nah, she don't know the word. She don't know. She don't know. How she know? I ain't listening. I ain't following her. They kept going. And these men were sitting there taking notes. How are we going to keep the people coming? How are we going to keep them coming? How are we going to keep them coming? And these the silly women. Silly women. And that's why, okay, an approved worker, because I know. Okay. This is a true saying. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. This is a true saying. If you have died with him, you shall also live with me. That means if you have died to your life here on earth and you have turned away with the power of God, believing in love, who I am, then you will live with me in my holy land. If you continue to endure, you shall always also rule with her. This is to Michael. You shall rule with me. If you deny me, I will deny you. If you are not faithful, I still will remain faithful, because my dad cannot be false to himself. My dad will always be faithful to me. And I will always be faithful to Michael. Like, I will always, but it wouldn't be good for him to deny me, so. It would not be good. Wait, hold on. Something about, I want to find this really quick. Okay, so this is what my dad told me to do. To rebuke publicly all those who commit sins, so the rest may be afraid. In the presence of God and of love and of the holy the angels, I solemnly call upon you to obey these instructions without showing any prejudice or favor to anyone in anything you do. This is the words to my Father to me. Be in no hurry to lay hands on people to dedicate them to God's work service. Like, when I was sleeping, I was really quick to bring people, like, just because I was sleeping and I didn't know, I spoke of blatant sinners to be part of my household. That's lay hands on, meaning like to welcome them, like embrace them as part of my God's family. And this is what Dad was saying, not lay hands like, really like they do in the church. That's not what it meant. My dad was like, don't be quick to embrace anyone and say, okay, you in my kingdom, you'll be this or you'll be that. So that's what my dad is saying here. And to God's service. Take no part in the sins of others. Keep yourselves pure. That's what he said. My dad told me, don't take no part in the sins of others. Because Ayana, I'm not going to let you enjoy yourself here. And I'm like, Dad, if you're not going to let me enjoy myself here, then when are you going to let me enjoy myself? Because I'm ready to enjoy myself. I'm really tired of being alone and not being around people who love and appreciate me for who I am. It's tough, guys. This is not something that, like, I may make it look like it's easy, okay? But this is a lonely road as far as physical affection and wanting to be embraced by people, because I'm a people. If I wasn't a people, that's why I asked Dad, get me out of this body, because I don't want to be a people. Because what good is me being a people and I can't be a loving, my spirit can't be loving and caring and nurture people. Why am I around people who act like they don't need love, that they don't need me? So, you know what I'm saying? What am I here for? And these are true feelings of how I feel in this body. And it's annoying. And it hurts. It hurts. So whatever little things I find joy in, I just laugh and I don't know. It says, take no part in the sins of others. Keep yourself pure. Do not drink water only, but take a little wine to help your digestion, since you are sick so often. The sins of some people are plain to see, and their sins go ahead of them to judgment. But the sins of others are seen only later. In the same way, good deeds are plainly seen, and even those that are not so plain cannot be hidden. Those who are slaves must consider their masters worthy of all respect, so that no one will speak evil of the name of God and of our teaching. Slaves. Okay. Whoever teaches different doctrine does not agree with the true word of our Lord, love, and with teachings of other religions or other faiths, is swollen with pride and knows nothing. He has an unhealthy desire to argue and quarrel about words, and this brings on jealousy, disputes, insults, evil, suspicion, and constant arguments from people whose minds do not function and who no longer have the truth. They think that religion is a way to become rich. Okay, and that's what's going on in the whole world, the community, but mostly in the black community. But black people of America, they know nothing. They don't know nothing unless they submit to the truth that I am the truth, I am the way, and I am the life, and I'm the only one to my life. And then they use my words, they hear my words, and then they try to talk like they, they have knowledge and wisdom, but their hearts are like far from me. They say all the right things, but their hearts. I can listen to a man. I listened to this woman. She says her thing is like strong woman or black woman or something strong. I listened to her. She talk about T.D. Jakes and everybody else, but I don't know them people. They say the right things. A man who respects a woman and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And she's sitting there. She lost everything, and now she got a husband, and she's talking about or a fiance or whatever. And I doubt it if that ring is real. Just saying, you better check, because if it is real, it wasn't bought with good money. But anyway, she's talking about T.D. Jakes. She's talking about everybody's situation. And clearly she had learned from her own situations. Like, everybody is talking about everybody's situation, but don't know the truth. You know, they can say what I say, but do they believe in what I say? They take what I say and they don't live it. You know what I'm saying? They're hearers of my word, but they're not doers of my word. So she's a hypocrite, just like all the other hypocrites. She called Sister Sarah, like she says Sister Sarah, and she's a hypocrite too. She don't know my word. She's worshiping a book that has been tampered with. Okay? She's worshiping a book that has been tampered with by man. Everybody is always putting on in front of me, you know, and putting on a show and acting holier than thou and acting and talking, just talking. And I'm watching. Yes, I watch. And Dad tells me to watch. So I watch, and I'm like, and I guess it's just to continue to prove to me how lost the human race really is. And no matter how I try to find something that my spirit wants to find, my dad keeps leading me to the evil of this world. Because me, I don't want to believe that people, human hearts, like man of the earth is men, meaning men and women of the earth are human beings, are evil. Like their hearts are evil, but they are. And I can't help but put them in their places, like in their place when they talk. They're so, like, just so rude, especially black. Not so much like white people. It's always black people, like Judah. They think they know so much. They hear something that I got it packed down, I got it. It's just like, no, you don't. Your spirit is dumb. Your spirit, you might be repeating something that you heard or saw, but it doesn't mean that my spirit of love is in you. And I could like your video, but your arrogance, your ignorance. You must be retrained. You have to be trained. You have to be in a place of humility, real low. Like, to the point where you're just like, I'm so wrong, y'all. You can't get up in front of a congregation and be like, and if I was, all I gotta do repent. Now, y'all know that man, T.D., Puffy, everybody who thought they were God, anybody in a very high position. I'm gonna stop the video right here and I'll come back into the next one. Okay.